And here we are at my first step to successful Strata records inspection. It's actually making the request to go and inspect the records. And I'm glad you've started at that point of the usual process these days is that you're either presented with a report from the agent, and I want everybody to just be aware that that is the vendor's report. The person who is selling you the property has had a records inspection report prepared, and they are giving you that information. They have a vested interest in the content of that report.
Absolutely.
And a vendor who wants to sell or wants to get the price that they're happy with is going to shape that report in a way that suits them. Let's just be upfront about that. So
Absolutely.
if you are being
good point.
given...
And in some states, you don't get given that report.
Yes, you're right. If you're being given it or you're being told to pay you $50 for it, or it's over here on a website, download it, immediately, I think antennas need to go up, and purchasers should be saying to themselves, okay, thank you, that's nice, but this is just scratching the surface of what I should be having access to. Now, if you are the owner of a Strata apartment, you have a right to request a records inspection. What you can also do is authorize anybody else to go and inspect the records. So what I do, if I'm acting for a purchaser who wants me to go and inspect records, or I want to go and inspect records, I get a letter from the owner of the apartment that says you are authorized to go and inspect the records. Now, if this vendor wants to sell and wants to get the best price possible, they shouldn't be hesitating to give you that authorization to go and inspect the records. You should get it from the agent, or you should get it from the vendor. If they do hesitate, alarm bells again, guys. Yeah. So our law, at least in New South Wales, says that authorised representatives of owners can go and inspect records. Now, I'm saying go and inspect. That's because if the building is managed by a strata manager, that's the person who holds the books and records. That's part of their job, to be the custodian of the records. The front page of the contract will usually tell you who the strata manager is, if there is one, what their contact details are. And obviously you have the contact details for the vendor to get that authorization. You contact the strata manager and you make an appointment to inspect the records. These days, I'm finding, thank goodness, that most strata managers can facilitate records inspections online. So they actually have a portal where you can log into their system and you can access the file that they hold for the building, which is great. Makes it easy for you. You can do it from your desk. Some perhaps a little bit more old-fashioned strata management companies still have those hard copy records, or they can't facilitate that online access. So you actually
sit
go
there and go through each page and work out what's relevant. Yeah.
Yes. So if you're having to do that, set aside a couple of hours to do that.